All right, so this is the first trade that I took in November. We started off with a win. So basically, today is Monday. So last night, Sunday, I saw this and I saw this break of structure and a continuation to the downside. And when I came in this morning at 9 a.m., I saw that we were between this range and this range. So really, the only supply area on the 4 hour was this right here. But also, we had this triple M in the 4 hour right here. And triple M in the 4 hour are considered extreme areas. So we are allowed to set entries if we find a good entry candle. So I marked this one up. I'll just replay price. I marked this triple M, went down to the 15. The only candle that I saw as a potential refinement was this inside bar, but I knew that there was something more inside of that. So I went down to the 14 minute. Uh, Nothing really. 16, and that's it. I found this supply candle right here. Because on the 5 minute, there wasn't really anything. 4, nothing really anything, and 6, nothing. So really, only on the 16 minute you can see the very clean supply candle, which was also a triple M. And so I just simply set my entry right there, like so. And then the target was the 4H balls. I ended up moving it a little bit more because of spreads, and I wanted to cover the spreads, but let's just call it a 5.5 basically. Okay, we so this entry was an extreme and it didn't really have an SMT, but that's fine because it's an extreme. Another thing that I want to point out is that when we came all the way down and we started to reverse on the 4 hour, we can see, let's see. Okay, so right here, we can see that we had a very tiny SMT right there, a candle type SMT, and right here. And so I saw this and I went down to the 5 minute to see what was happening, and I found this demand, which was an SMT, a reversal SMT. The reason why I didn't take it, because the idea would have been to take a long from here and then target at least the supply, like that. Like that. The reason why I didn't take it is because I wanted to have my first win on the month with a higher probability setup, which would be a pro 4 hour trend. So this one was a good setup but a counter trend. And also the SMT wasn't really a structural SMT. It was a candle type SMT. So only the previous candle put the SMT on the 15 minute right here. So it wasn't really a structural SMT. So that's the reason why I didn't go in this long. But as you can see, we come down, we tapped it, and then we would have hit TP, but that's fine. We still went up to our first initial entry. Got tap. Um, I saw price when we were coming down like this. I saw this candle right here, so I was expecting potentially this one to come back up and then create a triple M to maybe go in on another trade. Um, price just melted. And then I also marked this candle right here, which then I went to the last 5 minute order block and I set another entry there, but we never really got to that level. So then price just melted all the way to TP during Asia. So 5.5. Beautiful, simple trade. So one thing I learned, or not that I learned, but something that I'm being reminded of constantly, is that when the setup looks obvious, that's when I have to take it. I have to demand obvious. If it's taking me some time to find the entry and the area, it's probably because it's not as clean or as clear as it should be. But when it's super clean like this one, those are the trades that I want to take. Those are the higher probability setups. So yeah, super clean trade.